keep doing this. We can't. Like, literally, I'm over it. I'm embarrassed. You know, we had people, some movers and shakers and whatnot there. Like, we shouldn't have been doing it.
What I want to make sure is that we support up to Brandon and Kristina, because they at a real critical time right now. I see in marriage. It's scary to me. Now I see issues like, you need to invest in your wife. Like, I invested in you with Abby.
It's a time and a place for everything. And it's not necessarily about image. I did not like it. I felt disrespected. And it's not really our business. To be honest, it's not our business. We don't have to get involved. Some things is they need to work out, right?
Yeah. Level that it shouldn't got to. I'm glad they have friends there that could stop them and help them from it, like, escalating to another level. But I guess even them walking home, well, we see where that ended up. So I mean, it seems like it's just communication. Like, you have to be able to talk, and the thing with communication is you need two people to be able to listen to each other and hear each other. Because the problem with sometimes communication is people listen to respond and they don't listen to really hear a person. You have to listen to hear a person in order to respond appropriately. You can't just listen and be thinking about your response, because then you're not listening to the person.
I don't know if I'm feeling that right now.
And I think part of you as a wife needs to take a step back and consider that. By doing that, by considering his feelings, you know what he will do? You know what? Maybe I need to be more considerate about Kolby's feelings too. So that's my advice.
I agree with Kolby's dad, because a lot of times in relationships, people stop thinking about their partner's feelings and how their partner might feel about a certain thing. Yes, do not get me wrong. Your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts and opinions and all that are important too. But sometimes if you're so focused on your own thoughts and opinions and feelings and emotions, you kind of block out the other person's. And in a relationship, in a partnership, in a marriage, it is both parties that are important equally. Like, one is not above the other. So I definitely agree with Dad to a point, because I get what you're saying, Kolby. Yeah, he should have communicated, but then at the point he communicates and you're just like, absolutely not, no, we're not having a discussion, then it's like, what are we really talking about here? Because you can't ask for a discussion and then not want to have a discussion about it and just want to have your own decisive opinion and thoughts about it, and that's just what it is. So if you want to have a discussion, then let's talk about it. But for you to like want to be the judge and jury on it, it's kind of like, that's not fair either. So that's where it's like, I mean, it's different. I get it. It seems like he's doing a lot, so it's pulling him in multiple strings. So I understand. At this point, the time you want, you no longer can have. It's not the quality time that you're used to. But I mean, sacrifices. That's what happens, I guess. Relationships, love, kids, marriage. It's sacrifices, commitment, compromise, hard work, all of that.
You know, we get to arguing afterwards, and I'm just like, yo, I'm good on this.
She went up to the penthouse, and I just took a walk. Basically, I haven't talked to my wife since then.
What? What you mean you ain't talked to her?
We ain't been talking. I even slept at the other crib.
I might be separated right now. I really don't know.
Bro, what you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? You better figure this out.
Anthony said everything. Period. Everything Anthony said, that was it. Right on the nail. Everything you just said was retarded about not speaking to your wife, not even trying to communicate with your wife. Like no. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, you made a whole commitment, like a whole vow. Like, that's all I have to say. Period. Anthony on the nail. Nothing more to say.
So, what's up for this week?
I just gotta prep for some things. That's it. Some meetings. I gotta get back to Atlanta soon. I know you want to hear that, but Mr. Service connected me with some people that we're gonna do some film business with to get some.
Okay, so go back though. What? Just whenever you mention Atlanta, that doesn't mean I don't want you to go there.
Okay.
I have nothing against Atlanta.
Okay.
Our issue was you're trying to move there when it wasn't the right time.
I wasn't moving though. I was going back and forth. And we're fine now.
No, I'm sure we're fine.
I feel we fine.
See, there's the issue because we're not.
No.
There's little inklings of, again, that I'm sorry, the arrogance. Yes, you can do what you want. You are the man, but you have a family. Especially the things that we were, the things that our children were going through, the racism in school. We have black boys, and they're in suburban schools, and to have to deal with that on my own, I don't think I can't do that by myself. Like, I would never want anybody to hurt my children.
Nobody's ever gonna hurt our children.
But I need you there to be present with them because I didn't have the capacity to help them in those situations when kids are calling them names because of their skin color. That's why I needed you there.
I came home and I understood how you felt. But my thing was, I felt like the opportunity should have been granted for me to try.
You going back and forth is fine and dandy, but they need you now, right here.
And I could have did the same thing doing that. Honestly, yes, it would have been the same. It'd have been the same results. We worked through it. We worked them through it, and just like the school.
Still dealing with those things that are.
And I was present. I've always been present, and I was present then.
I'm not saying
but,
okay, so I'm gonna keep it real. When I watch reality TV, when I watch it, that scene right there is what I watch it for, because that scene right there, that was a real couple going through a real thing, having a real conversation, and they were both being honest and truthful and genuine with each other. Like, that's what I like to see. I like to see that because that's reality. That is what reality TV should be. It shouldn't be made up scenes that producers throw people in rooms where they fight and already have beef with each other. It shouldn't be all the extra drama, all the nonsense and all of that. That is what reality is. And no marriage is perfect. So every marriage has their issues, has their struggles, has their problems, has the bumps in the road, things like that. But just to see the love and the genuineness, it gives me hope. Like, that is a hopeful thing, that you can go through things in a marriage and still be able to come off on the other side, and still be able to still be going through it, and it still be okay, and still be able to have those hard conversations, and it still be okay. Like, everyone's going to live at the end of it. And I think what Anthony said was true to a point, and it's like, I get it. I hate to say this, but I have a terminology. I call it men strength. It's something where, yes, in men, it is just a more, I hate to say it, I don't want to sound like sexist or anything like that, but it's just men have they have a strength to them, a core to them. There is a energy to a man that when he is there, when he is present, it's just totally different when he's not. So I understand Toya, and especially when it comes to raising boys, black boys, and going through certain things, like that could be totally understandable. And I get what he's saying too. Like, I get where he doesn't feel supported in a lot of ways and areas too, but that was a real conversation, and I'm gonna say kudos to them, applause to them for even having the guts to, be able to put stuff like that out on national TV. Like, kudos for sure. But this is what I want to see and keep seeing. Like, I don't want the drama. The drama, I get it sells, it gets the viewerships and things like that, but me personally, y'all can keep the drama. I want the real, I want the reality, and that scene was real and reality. I'm going to tell you, I know that it was real and reality. Okay, y'all giving me life on these little green screens. This episode 3. I'm Toya, Kolby. I'm loving these green screen outfits, hairdo. Like, y'all give me, like, the first 2, don't get me wrong, they was good too. I'm not saying it wasn't, but this 3rd episode, like, definitely noticed. Check mark. Like, loving it. Like, life.